Okay. All right, guys. This, I'm going to tell you right now, is a very sensitive reading. I'm not going to disclose her identity or anything. I am to call her right now about, doing a reading for her. There's something that's just happened. And I just spoke to her on the phone a few minutes ago. I was at the restaurant to eat, and I had to basically stop my food. I just stopped eating to just come over here and do an emergency reading for her. Now, the thing with this is that this is what is I'm determining as an emergency reading, so I want to make sure I get this on camera. She's calling me right now, so let me go and answer the phone for her. But yeah, give me 1 second. Hey,
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
it's all right. It's all right. I just got back to my table. Um, I'm here to do your reading now. Okay. So, what do you want me to look at? And yeah, just ask me what you want me to answer, and I'll look into
Oh
it.
my god, I don't even know what I want to ask. Like I guess ask like what's going on in Caleb's mind right now. What is he feeling?
He's very stressed out. They're showing me immediate.
What?
They're showing me immediately Nine of Swords, the Three of Cups reversed. So they're telling me he's actually very stressed out about the infidelity, the 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 I guess the lack of being supportive or being sincere. And they're showing here King of Pentacles, and then the Ten of Swords. Yeah, the Ten of Swords is showing you having to undo the damage. So he's aware that you had to come in and be reliable and help him get out of the mess that he got himself in. So
So
he's
how does he feel about
he's stressing out. Nine of Swords. He does feel bad. I think he might actually be crying about the fact that he infidelity is the problem. Obviously, having this other woman in the energy, and then not telling you, and then having you come out there to basically save his ass from the mess he basically got himself into. And what's really interesting is that the reading I did for him, and I did tell you that it would blow up in his face. Um, and it is. I mean, I'm not surprised that it's blowing up in his face right now. The reading said, like, if he were to pursue this girl, that it would end up, because he asked what the result was, and I said, it's going to blow up in your face. I literally told it. And I knew that something was off, and I knew that he would regret trying to even pursue her, and I knew that it would come to an end too, as soon as it blew up in his face. So, I mean, I'm not surprised this is happening. I'm sorry that you were tricked into like freaking going to basically rescue him. That shit makes me mad because it's like, out of everybody in his circle, you were the only one to come to his rescue. He had his brother, he had Caden. They could have come and helped him, but instead they sent you. And what's really fucking screwed up is that he went there to begin with for another woman. And now she's deported. Now he's in jail because he got caught. And now you're having to help bail him out because nobody else would freaking step up to do it. And that's where I feel like it's just fucked up. It's like you're going out of your way for somebody. You know?
if anyone else would do it, or if he asked anybody else first?
I don't think anyone else would have done it. You're the only person. And that's why it's fucked up. He knew he knew that you would be the one that comes out because you love him. You care about it. And that's the fucked up part. His deception has been removed.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he regrets like going over there to do anything, but it shows here that his deception's removed, so he was unsuccessfully able to pull off like hiding this, and then it's like it shows here 5 of Cups reversed, like he's not really in the distress, because he knew that you would come to help him. I mean, he's in distress, he's upset, and it's because there's obviously a third party here, and that's the whole reason why he got himself in trouble. And now you're having to come in as the King of Pentacles energy, like a reliable person, and come and help him get out of his trouble. And then it's showing here that he doesn't exactly regret going over there to meet her, though. And that's what's really showing in the cards right now. 8 of Cups, like, and the 5 of Cups reversed. Like, him leaving was not a disappointment to him, but his deception was uncovered because you had to travel to go see him, right? Yeah, and then I got the Chariot, right, which confirms it. Like, you're the only person that's come out of your way for him, and he's exploiting this shit. Like, I know, like, and I'm his friend too, but at the same time, I really don't like what he's doing. Like, it fucking makes me mad. Like, he needs to be real with you, and he needs to stop doing all this extra crap. It's one thing if he wants to fuck around, but like to drag you and pull you around and breadcrumb you into staying around and being his reliable person just to do some shit like this. That would fucking make me devastated. And I do not blame you for feeling that way.
I literally want to move away because I don't know if I'll ever be able to just let him go.
They're saying right here, you're going to have to make a decision, a judgment call on him. You're going to have to set some boundaries or decide what you're going to do, because it's like, I mean, this is kind of showing like you're battling through something to keep yourself around, or you want to be loyal and you want to love this person, but it's an endless battle and it's hurting you at this point. Yeah. And like, he's not caring enough to get rid of this problem that he keeps juggling. And he's not exactly trying to commit himself to you. No. Which is making you very unhappy.
He's honest about that.
Yeah.
I won't say like he's making me think that we're gonna be together. He just makes me think like somebody important to him.
Yeah, he makes you feel like you're still important enough in his circle.
Yeah.
And that you're like his main girl.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, like in my own, and this is probably my own bias, but I do feel like if I were in that position, I wouldn't be comfortable being juggled, especially since I was looking for more out of a situation, But like, I understand like there's a friendship there, and then there's also the feelings that you have, and then obviously he's being transparent enough to let you know that he's not exactly committed to you, but at the same time, it's like he's pulling some shit that is just extremely just ungrateful and really selfish. And like, you are not his mother. You're not even his committed girlfriend. You're not his spouse. You know what I'm saying? And he can't even be serious enough to put you up on that level. He'd rather still have other people. Like, why would you ride or die for him if he can't even do that for you, He wouldn't, I don't know that he would. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, are y'all like more than friends, or y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be questioning where you're standing right now, because it's just like, I mean, this is his problem. He got himself into his trouble being a little, I don't want to say it like I'm going to say it, but a little fuckboy, okay?
How is he going to feel when I walk away and I receive everything. I'm not gonna do it, but
You just want to know if you were a possibility.
I would
Clarify how he would feel about it.
leave his life here. I'm picking him up, but like I mean, detached from his life.
Detached from his life. I mean, he would not be thrilled. He would not be excited about like you cutting him off.
Not gonna care.
I think that he would pitch a fit initially. I'm seeing 5 of Wands. And he would know that you are no longer invested into him and that you're not being invested with him because he's being an opportunist in a negative way with the Page of Wands reverse. I mean, it says that it would take his joy or sense of joy away, or it would cause the need to balance out his life because he wouldn't have you in the picture anymore. And it says that you would be inherently removing your hardships and struggles and healing your own space, your own heart, if you were to cut him off. And it looks like there would be fucking conflicts breaking out, perhaps, because 5 of Wands is about more than one person battling something out. So the community would probably be really pissed off at him. The 4 of Wands here. That's what will manifest, they're saying. Because he's kept you in this mindset, the 8 of Swords, where you're being led on and you're being limited and you're feeling like you just can't move on from this person. He's like basically blindsiding you. And then the 4 of Swords reverse is reflecting that it would be exactly quiet and peaceful. You haven't had peace because of all this crap.
Yeah.
And it's so... Sorry, go ahead.
Will I be better if I leave?
Will you be better if you leave?
Will my life be better financially, mentally if I leave?
If you don't reconcile, they're saying... Let's see. It says that if you don't reconcile with him, and if you choose to cut him off, you will feel like some of your stability may be impacted. And the 7 of Wands, so you'll have to defend yourself or stand your ground a little bit. And then it says that you would have to plan for new horizons. 3 of Wands. So you'd have to plan on other stuff coming in. And that's if you make it official to separate completely and just to cut him off. But it would be bringing you justice, because you deserve better than this.
Okay, I don't really understand that.
Okay.
So it's going to be bad for me?
It's just saying you will probably struggle for a bit around your stability. But it says, though, you will most likely bring justice to yourself if you were to separate from him. And then you would have to go to other horizons. So you would probably move forward and move on theoretically, and you would probably invest yourself in other things. So you would potentially have to start over at a new place. 3 of Wands. distant place. And you would have to probably stand your ground a little bit because your stability will be impacted a little. So, and that's if you choose to not reconcile and to just straight up cut him off officially. I mean, sometimes, yeah, you would basically have to plan for new stuff. I guess my advice would be, if you are going to leave and cut him off completely, I would at least secure your security before you do anything.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're hinting at. Like, your security will be impacted if you just up and leave right now and decide to invest yourself elsewhere in a distant place. New job, new location, or wherever you're, thinking about going.
Yeah. I really don't know what else to ask. Can you ask them to tell me what I need to know?
Yeah.
Okay.
What does Nikki need to know? It's really ironic how it all happened, and you were the one person that had to come out and help him, and then now you get to see.
I really hope that something about my loyalty and being there for him comes out in one of his readings.
Well, they're telling me that she was definitely not an honest person. What you should know is that she wasn't exactly an honest person, and that she was not exactly a dream girl. It was more like a fantasy that's blown up in his face. They're saying that they're likely not to reconcile or be friends ever again. And then it shows here the Five of Cups reversed, that you shouldn't. They're saying, well, you may not be disappointed because he won't be able to keep the talks with her going. He won't be able to contact her or anything anymore.
She's the one that doesn't speak good English, right?
Yeah. Yep. So you're aware that he couldn't exactly establish anything like a relationship with her because, for one, she's deported now, and she isn't exactly being honest with him from the get-go, and they're likely not to reconcile because he's in jail, or he got put in jail because of her, basically. And they're saying that you will most likely not be disappointed because he won't be able to talk to her ever again, with the Page of Swords reversed.
Yeah. Well,
that's what they want you to know. You should know. And yeah, he's gonna reach out and he's not gonna get a response from her.
damn. So he's gonna get turned down by her.
It looks like he'll send messages and then he will never get a response.
God, what's so great about her that he's so into her like that?
It's a misguided fantasy. The star reversed. he had this girl on a pedestal that wasn't realistic. And I already pretty much warned him though. I warned him. I saw it blowing up in his face.
I know.
And that was how many weeks ago did I do that reading?
Last week.
Was it last week?
Yeah.
So last week I did his reading and I knew. I saw it happening. That if he went to go for this woman, that it would blow up in his face. And it would change everything.
Yeah. Yep.
Fucking what blows my mind every time.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally saw this happen. This is craziness. I just can't believe this. I'm gonna be honest, like I'm a little stunned. So that was just last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got betrayed by her. Five of Swords. He definitely got fucked over. He should have stayed away from her. So what did they say exactly? Why did they put him in jail?
He got a DWI.
DWI?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Are they impounding his car or anything?
No, I have his truck.
Oh, okay.
They just brought it home. I guess whenever he gets out, we'll probably head to Pipe Creek and grab you.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask. I was like, I don't know what time you wanted to come get me. I'm gonna get ready to go, and
I do not have a clue. I don't have a clue what time, because they told me it could be an hour, it could be 8 hours.
okay. But, I know that they want us to be set up by 9 a.m. tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll probably have to get up butt crack early tomorrow in the morning.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll probably only take me about 45 minutes to get everything set up.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't take too long. Well, I guess this is kind of relieving news to see that he won't be able to talk to her anymore. Because, I mean, I'm seeing it like he can't even message her. He won't be able to talk to her. That whole thing gets cut off and he's unable to do anything about it. You know, this is just insane. I cannot believe that he's done this shit.
Well, I think when you get in the car, I'm probably gonna be like, you do just like a general.
Do a general reading. Do a general reading. Say it again.
I said, I'm saying like when you get in the car, I'm probably gonna be like, Amy, can you just do a general reading on me and just like tell me what I need to know?
Okay.
What do I need to do with my life? And then I'm sure some toxic shit will come out.
You're like, I'm sure some toxic crap's gonna come out. Well, it's just gonna tell it like it is. I mean, these cards don't hold back nothing.
Yeah.
You know.
But I'm just gonna do a casual. Like, I just need a general reading to get my life together. Tell me what I need to know, and then we'll see what pops out.
At least you were able to prove yourself today. Out of everybody else, you were the only one that he could rely on.
Yep.
So he can't say shit. He can't say diddly squat about how this person was there for him more than you were. Like, I don't know a damn soul that would jump like you did to go help his ass, his sorry ass. And you know what?
Literally.
And I hope that he feels bad enough to where he fucking quits fucking around with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, he needs to take you seriously and stop being such a fucktard. Just, you know?
What I do in the readings, if you're talking about a toxic person, I know who you're talking about. Don't say Caleb's name. Just keep referring to him as toxic in your life.
Toxic person. All right. Code word. I'll code word it.
Yeah. No Caleb's name.
It's just sad. Like, I'm really disappointed. Like, I warned him. I told him not to do anything. I told him that the end result would not pay off for him. You know, I literally told him if he did anything, if he went and tried, it would blow up in his face. Now he's got DWI. He was in jail. He'll never talk to her again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some fucking karma, man. That's some fucking karma. I told him not to do something, and he did it anyways. Like, this is the problem with people. They don't want to listen to what I tell them. I tell them things like, this is going to happen to you. You do this. This is the end result. If you don't listen to me, it's on you, you know?
But I always do the opposite. I don't know why.
Because you love him, because you have feelings. And you do care, and that's not a crime. It's not your fault. It's his fault. He's the one that's being a fucking asshole. You know, like, he needs to be fucking caring. He needs to care enough. And he needs to fucking get his act together. You've done nothing to him for him to be acting like that. You know what I'm saying? I can understand if he's got fucking trust issues from other girls that he's been with. But that's not an excuse to be a fucking doucher and fucking take advantage of girls that are fucking there for you. You know, a decent woman. There's no excuse for that. And this is exactly why he's going to keep going through the cycle, you know, if he can't learn that. Like, you're not the problem. It's him. It's his problem, his choice. And there's nothing wrong with you. There's literally nothing wrong with you. He's just being a fucking little, like, I don't want to say insecure, but that's basically what I feel like it is. He doesn't want a commitment because he doesn't have the man balls to commit and to take you seriously. And he knows it. Deep down, he knows. And he's insecure. So he boosts his esteem by being a little like, oh, look at me, I'm a stud. You know, like, and I'm going to do this and do that. And get away with it. And still have people there. And it's like, sometimes you got to let people fall in their ass. You know? You need to, let people just fall in their ass. Especially if they're not trying to fucking improve their behavior. They're doing fucked up shit. You know, you can't just be there as a welcome mat all the time. You know, you got to teach them a little bit of a lesson. Because if you don't set boundaries, they're just going to keep crossing them. And, I know you care, and I know you love him, but, like, he needs to respect that enough to take care of your feelings and stop exploiting you. And just because he communicated, oh, we're just friends, but you're my main girl, fuck that. I would have been like, we can't be friends if you're doing this shit.
Yeah, I don't even know what he means by, when he said my number one, you know that, he doesn't even have a definition for that. That's just
like
him.
Sister wives.
Huh?
It's
well,
like
that's just
sister wives.
You to do.
He wants the main girl, the main wife, but he wants to have all these other ladies. But that's not realistic. And he can't expect you to adopt to that lifestyle because that's what he wants. You know, like, that's not cool. It's not even normal.
Oh my gosh,
think that there is somebody coming in for you that isn't him. Like, I definitely saw that in your cards. And I honestly think you deserve a lot better, a lot more than you're getting. And I wouldn't, like, after this, like, I would have been like, look, dude, next time you get yourself in trouble, you're screwed. I'm not helping you. I'm not coming to your aid. You know, I would set it on there on the meter, be like, this is where I draw the line.
Yeah, I'm not even, honestly, I've talked so much to Caleb, and, like, I've said my piece and how I felt that this time, I'm just not going to say anything.
Yeah. You're just gonna, like, silent treatment or what?
Not silent treatment. I'm not gonna say anything about Stephanie. I'm just gonna act like nothing. Like, I'm just gonna, and I know for one that's gonna throw him on kilter, because once he sees these roses on the front seat, he's gonna know. I know.
You're like, you didn't even tell him you know about it yet?
No, I haven't talked to him since I found out.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He doesn't know I know.
Damn.
Because I didn't find out until I got here to the jail, and you can't just call them.
And yeah, he's gonna have to explain himself. Yeah, I would make him explain himself just to see how he's gonna react and see how he'll behave.
I don't want to nothing. I don't.
Well, I wouldn't tell him that you know. You know,
Oh,
but
he knows. He's gonna know. I know. With these roses sitting here.
yeah. Well, she's not as big of a catch as you are, that's for sure. I'm just saying, like, she couldn't get him out of trouble even if she dreamed to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she got him into trouble, if anything. Like,
Yeah.
she ain't shit. She's not shit. She would have fucked up his life just like Veronica.
I want to ask you one more question, and I don't want you to. I mean, I can tell anybody about my face. Like, I want to ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
Will you ask the card if Caleb was ever gonna hit me?
Is he ever gonna hit you?
Yeah. Non-sexually.
Not sexually. Non-sexual hit. You think that he might have an impulse for it or something?
Yeah.
I mean, it says that you know or you feel that he wouldn't intend to do it, or like he wouldn't try to do it. Like he wouldn't. It's like they're saying, like, the high priestess is your intuition telling you that he wouldn't plan to do something like that.
Yeah, he wouldn't plan it. It would just happen.
If he's feeling out of balance, Emperor reversed. Let me see what else they come out. I mean, you know that he gets defensive verbally about being pressured into a relationship, or like he'll be defensive and defend his lack of wanting a relationship. He'll probably feel peer pressured, but he will probably just verbally say some shit, you know? It shows here that he would verbally defend himself or attack verbally when he's not balanced. So I don't see any, like, I don't see the Five of Wands or anything, which I would think would be like physically fighting. So I don't think that he would deliberately hit you in that way. I think that he will probably verbally say some shit, or defend himself or attack you verbally. If it comes down to like feeling pressured or feeling peer pressured, especially if he's not emotionally balanced. King of Cups reverse. I don't see any like physical impulse. I just see a verbal impulse for sure.
Yeah. Alright.
I hope this teaches him a lesson. I hope this.
I gotta take this phone call.
Okay, alrighty. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Alright, bye.
All right, bye. Okay. And the whole point of me recording this is so that people know how my sessions go with my clients or people that ask me for readings or insights. I just don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear anyone telling people that I'm a liar or that I'm a fake tarot reader. Like, there are some shit I've warned people. I've literally warned people not to do certain things. And this is a prime example. And this is exactly the result. And she knows about all this because I did tell her. I did tell her the reading I did for this person. He is a mutual friend of mine. And while I do care about his safety, I do care about him and his affairs, his stuff. I don't condone his exploitation of somebody that does give a shit about him and love him. I am completely transparent with both of them. They both know how I feel about everything, and they know exactly what my advice is going to be. I don't hide and I don't sugarcoat things. This whole fucking thing that's happened with my friend has blown up in his face because he chose to ignore a warning I gave him last week about a different woman. And my friend here knows about this other woman because she's discovered that he was texting her on his little thing on his car, on his truck. He was getting messages to her and everything. So she found out that way. And I obviously have done his readings and I've done her readings. They both do pay for readings from me. Lately, I've been doing them for free because they're so sweet. These people are very genuine and I do care about them and they've done a lot for me. So I don't really care about, it's not about the money for me. It's about me being there when I need to be there, especially as an oracle, as an insight, as a light in a problem. Like what she's dealing with is something she had no control over. And it's pretty upsetting. This is real life shit that's happening to people. And in her last reading, I did tell her that he wants to keep her around. He's breadcrumbing her basically and trying to keep her around because he does rely on her for a lot of shit. And it's convenient for him to have her there. And he does care about her. And he does have, on some level, feelings for her. But he will not step up to the plate because he's too busy being insecure about being in a relationship. And now he's done another instance where he's decided he's going to listen to his penis instead of use his head and his logic. And he got himself square in the middle, Del Rio, freaking in jail because he crossed the border and had a DWI. He literally got DWI because he was drinking. Now that's some shit on his track record. And the woman that he went and tried to do some dumb shit with was not even legal, and now she's deported. And she's never going to speak to him again, obviously. Contact cuts and ends there. And I did advise him. I did tell him. Because he did ask me, if he pursues this woman, what will happen? And I told him, said the end result is it will blow up in your face. quite frankly, the tower popped out. And I did tell him it would blow up in his face and that there would be no more contact. And then that would be the end of it. It goes nowhere. It would ruin the whole thing, the whole pursuit of all of it, the whole idea of what he was thinking it was going to go this way and that way. And then he went and decided to do some dumb shit anyways. You know, and I can try my best to guide people. I can do my best to give you the insight. And this is real life shit. It's not fucking me being a charlatan, okay? It's me being honest and transparent with everybody, especially with my clients that actually come to me for readings. And this is a close friend of mine whom I've been doing readings for like 7 years. I've done readings for her family members and etc. You know, they all know like I'm not trying to like manipulate or get my way with anybody. I'm telling you exactly what the cards tell me. And unfortunately, some things do pass and come to pass, and it's predictions, you know, and it really is dependent on free will, what people in their lives they choose to do. I can look at what's going to happen and what's going to be the end result. It really depends on the free will, on what they're choosing in the now moment, and that's what will reflect later. So, yeah, this is just a prime example of the kind of calls I get. Whenever something is on point and happens exactly as I said it would. And these are witnesses. These are people that know and they can attest to my abilities. This is not me faking it. I don't fake this kind of shit. And, you know, it bothers me that people take my gifts so lightly. They take it as a joke, or they think that I'm just here to just convince people I'm Henry's twin, blah, blah, blah. I've been doing readings longer than I've known Henry. I was a reader a long time ago, and I can prove that. I have fucking Facebook posts with receipts, and when I've posted them, I could literally prove how long I've been doing readings. And it was definitely a lot longer than I've known and been seeing Henry. So, yeah, I'm not trying to be a fucking divine counterpart of anybody. I just am who I am. And unfortunately, I have come out in Henry's readings. And unfortunately, there's so many girls that are just adamant about copying, pasting certain characteristics and projecting themselves into the role, position of being a divine counterpart or future spouse. But yeah, I'm not gonna take it from anybody. I don't really give a shit what you have to say about me. I don't care if you don't like me. You haven't had a reading from me. You don't know if I'm talented as a psychic or not. So don't even open your mouth to talk shit. There are people every day that get to see how gifted I am. There's a word of mouth. Where I live, people are telling other people how accurate I've been with their readings. I've gotten my name around without my intention of getting my name around. People are simply stunned and exclaiming my existence to other people because of how genuine and how real my readings have been to those people. And they're sharing it to others. I'm getting messages. People do requests for readings because they've heard about me through this person or that person or their family member. I was personally asked to attend 2 different vendor events that are coming up on the 25th and the 31st. So, like, I'll be there doing tarot readings for random people live. It's kind of hard to fake something like that. And to be making money doing readings like that in public, people realizing what kind of gifted person I am. These are people I don't know. I've never seen before. I don't speak to them. I don't know their names. I don't need their birthday. You know what I'm saying? I don't need their backstory before I do the readings. I do their readings blind. I go in blind. And that's how they know that I'm legit and I'm real. But this is just to show you how something I predicted takes place. And it's not just about Natalie and Henry, okay? These are real people. These are real individuals that are around me that can attest to my abilities and have seen and personally witnessed my predictions taking place in their own individual instances, in their own circumstances. Those are the people that have the voice and they have the right to attest to my abilities. And there's nothing that a random person or bot on the internet is going to say to cover up those real witnesses, those real testimonies. So, anyways, I just wanted to do this and to show you. I knew she just called me before I got to my house. She just called me, so I didn't know. I didn't find out until just a few minutes ago what had happened to my mutual friend, and I just did his reading, so I'm not surprised that what I saw happening definitely took place. And it's kind of hard to lie to somebody when it's happening a week later. Okay, today is Friday, the 24th. I predicted his shit last week, probably around Thursday or Friday last week, and it did not take long for what I saw happening to happen. And I did tell him. The thing is, the divine works through people like me. We are there to warn you. We are to use our gifts to guide others. Our gifts to reveal the truth. Our gifts are not to be used to be exploiting others for money. They're not there to use to swindle and trick people. This is why I have a standard with what I do, because I understand the karmic debt, the karmic consequences if I were to abuse my gifts. God did not give me my gifts by chance. These were gifts selected for me because God knew that I would use them, and I would do so in a positive way. I would want to help others using my gifts. That is why I have my abilities. And just because some internet troll was insecure about me one day, finding out about me being involved with a celebrity man, decided to go on a rampage and smear my name credibility through multiple accounts and try to convince others that I wasn't telling the truth, doesn't mean that I don't have my gifts. Every day I prove myself to others. And I don't need to go on the internet every single time to prove it. Because I understand that it doesn't matter what other people think. People that are meant to get readings from me will come to my doorstep. Literally. People that need a reading, that need guidance, will somehow, in some way, be guided to me. I have nothing else to prove besides doing what I'm meant to be doing. And I really don't give a shit what people think about it. It's not up to you. God didn't give you the authority to judge me. I don't take advantage of people. I do my best to be here and be present. I have a lot. I'm juggling. I'm a very busy person. I am trying to take care of a lot of responsibility at the same time, and I'm doing my best to ignore the fucking shenanigans people keep trying to drag me down into. As a high vibrational being, I'm doing my best to defend and stand my ground, own my shit, and make sure everyone else understands where I'm standing. And that is my right. I have every right to stick up for myself on the internet if I need to. That's not me being toxic or me being what was the word she said? Vulgar. Me being vulgar on the internet. I don't care if you don't like how I talk about my sex life. I don't give a shit. That doesn't mean that I'm not a divine feminine. It doesn't mean that I'm not a divine counterpart, Henry Cavill. It means you're insecure and you're uncomfortable with me talking about my private sexual instances. That's all it says. That's my right. I can share that if I would like to. Doesn't make me a fucking problem or equivalent to Natalie. I defended myself every time I had to because I had to. People were smearing my name all over the internet, trying to convince people that I was this and that. And I'm just a fucking crazy person. You honestly think that this crazy person would be juggling 3 jobs, plus tarot readings, plus guiding others, plus taking care of a lot of animals, plus juggling the very busy schedule of Henry Cavill. Okay? His energy affects mine every day. There is no fucking control I have over that. What he goes through, I feel it. I experience it because I am his divine counterpart. I do feel what he's going through. And it is my right to verbalize and to talk about those things if I feel like it. I don't care if it bothers people. I don't care. You are not God. You are not my judge at the end times, okay? God will judge me, and I give him that authority. I don't recognize anyone else as having that authority to challenge me and to belittle me and to basically judge me for everything I do. That's between me and God. It's between me and God if I'm Henry's divine counterpart or not. It's between me and God if I'm doing something bad to Henry and doing psychic things and being a witch or whatever people have assumed. People tried to say that I was a dark witch. I'm not even a witch. I don't practice witchcraft. And I've told this to people before. I'm an omnist. I believe that there is more than one path to Christ or to God. I do believe there is 100% existence of Jesus. I do believe in him. I have had personal enlightening experiences around his energy all of my life. I do know for a fact he is real. I can testify to that. I know God is real. And I know that I'm not trying to misstep and mislead Henry by pretending to be a divine feminine, divine counterpart. I know that if I were to do this, this would be my undoing. This would literally be held against me in the eyes of God. Why would I go on the internet? Why would I have that knowledge and understanding and respect for God and then turn around and get fucking desperate to control somebody's life force or destiny? Why would I do that? I don't control him. Henry, we have had our differences. We're just like any other human beings on this planet. Okay? We have human experiences, human emotions. We do get angry with each other at times. We do get upset. We do get sad. We do get happy. We do feel like we mend fences. Forgiveness. I go through normal emotions and reactions with this man, just like any other relationship. And I don't in any way claim to be Miss Perfect. I know I have a fucking attitude. I know that I can come off as a massive bitch. I can. And I don't have a problem being in that energy because I know that energy sets boundaries with others. That energy demands respect. If you don't fucking respect me, you're going to have it from me. You understand? Like, I didn't grow up the way I did, putting up with all that crap, being abused, to transform my life, to work on myself, work on my temper all these years just to be Miss Perfect. I did it because I was working on myself. I'm trying to put myself to the mantle and transform my shit. Transform what I went through and make it into something better and bigger for my future. But no, none of y'all understand that. None of y'all understand how long and how far I've actually come, given the fucking shit I've been through. If you would have met me at 13, yeah, go ahead, call me crazy brains, because I was. I'll be the first one to tell you that I was fucking crazy. I did require treatment. I had severe PTSD when I was 13. Severe bipolar depression disorders. I did have that. The damage I went through as a child reflected in that energy. That doesn't mean that I'm impaired for life. That doesn't mean that I have these issues now. It means that I had to work on those things. I had to transform my mental space, my mental thoughts, how I talk to myself, how I process things, reactions in the real world. I had to work and grow through all of that. Being at 13 years old, I had no control. I had no self-control, and I had no understanding of how to regulate how I'm feeling. And that's normal. That's 100% normal for any child that age. We all go through puberty. Sometimes puberty enhances that instability. And I just so happen to have fucking PTSD from all the abuse I went through. That doesn't mean that I'm a fucking sick piece of shit, that I'm a child molester, or any of these preposterous, as Henry would say, all these different things that y'all have literally said about me. That doesn't mean that I can't be trusted around children. It doesn't mean that I'm not a trustworthy person. I've come a long way. And I have been transparent since day one. I've told you guys, I said, if she ever saw me in person, it would take a lot of self-restraint for me not to do some shit that I would have probably done at 13. All right, especially if she's egging it on. I am not fucking impaired because of the shit I went through. I have worked on myself. I'm not on medications because I am not required to be. So whoever told you this garbage was lying, was 100% using my childhood against me as a weapon. And I'm not surprised it got spread around everywhere because my fucking shitty fucking POS mother blurted it to a fucking stranger from the internet. My mom is on psychotropic pills. She is required to be on those by her psychiatrist. Do I have a psychiatrist? No. Am I required to be on those medications now? No. I haven't been on medication since I was 16. The medications are serving as a form of treatment. At some point, you can get to a stage in your treatment where you are no longer required to have that kind of medication, okay? To have that work in your system. I don't want to ever hear this shit ever again. I don't want to hear it. None of y'all have walked a mile in my shoes. You don't know what I've been, what I've seen. You don't know what I've been through. You only understand what you think you know about my life based off some fucking smear campaigns. My mother does not have contact with me. She hasn't for over 7 years. And that was after 13 years of not having contact with her. I was in foster care the whole time, and she never once was involved or around us. We didn't even have visitations. My mom has not been in my entire life. She has not been there. She doesn't know me. I'm going to be honest. She has no fucking understanding of who her own child is because she literally fucked up so bad that we were taken from her before she could ever learn who we are as individuals. She lacks the understanding of who her daughter is. She doesn't even understand why I set boundaries with her. In her mind, she did no wrong. To this day, she will not admit. And you can ask any of my older brothers who are very successful individuals. I will add. My brothers, my 4 eldest brothers, they're way older than I am. They went through it first before I was even born. for them to know exactly what my mother is capable of. And let me just give you a little snippet since y'all think you know it all. My older brothers will tell you that my mother literally locked them in fucking closets for hours so that she could go do swinger shit, go fuck off, get fucking high. She did all of it. My mother was very emotionally unavailable to all of us. It wasn't just me. I'm not her only victim, okay? There are other siblings I have that can literally attest to the fucking behavior of my mother. You're convincing nobody but the people that are dumb enough to believe the smear campaigns. The people that lived and breathed through those experiences, however, will tell you a different story. And they will literally confirm this shit that I've been trying to tell you. My brother actually has been watching everything on Instagram. He's been paying attention to all of the smear campaigns that Miss Natalie has been pulling. He's been watching absolutely everything, and he's aware that this nasty woman, who is supposedly a public figure, is hounding me through accounts and all this shit, and has personally witnessed everything on Henry's page because Henry's his fan. Not Henry. He's a fan of Henry. So they already watch his stuff because they're nerds and they adore him as a fan. And that was before I ever got involved with Henry. You know, you're not convincing anybody but your little fucking friend groups of narcissists. Everyone else that knows how I am in person, they got to interact with me, they got live readings from me, perfect strangers, my family members, people that are close to me understand that I'm not lying. They know that I'm telling the truth. I have the receipts, okay, for the public to view. Like, it's going to take a lot more than a little handful of fucking girls playing on multiple accounts to shut me up. To me, y'all are little fucking girls. You know, that don't know how to shut up when you need to shut up. You know? And unfortunately, it's all going to bite Natalie in the ass. And I really do not care about whatever threat she has, because I understand that everything she's been doing is 100% illegal. And she knows she can't touch me, because if she does, guess what? I've got all the receipts. I can countersue her ass. I got it all in writing. I got all the screenshots. I documented every fucking thing. You need to quit stealing my stuff. Give me that. My dog's stealing papers. Stealing napkins. Quit stealing. I have a vendor event tomorrow, and it's gonna go great. And I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna freaking record readings if I can, so y'all can see perfect strangers walk up to my table, get live readings from me, and you guys can see for yourself if I'm a fucking charlatan or not. You can put the end into this little debate, little smear campaign once for all. People are fucking handing me fucking money to do their readings, and they're perfect strangers to me. How the fuck could I fake it if you get live reactions on camera? Anyways, bitch. Girls that do support me, I love you guys. I'm sorry that I have not been on YouTube. I have just not had the time. And no, I'm not canceled. I am 100% able to post on my channel, do readings just like normal. I just haven't been doing it because I don't have the time. Anyways, she wants me canceled, and that's never going to happen. Anyways, I will let you guys go. Thanks for watching.